Now this is definitely not a fun way to end the day out on the water. Welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru production back down at the ramp, and today we are visiting Black Point. And it looks like we're going to try and get this thing up on the dock, but this is a complex maneuver. And I'm just assuming our guy here is probably not a captain with a towing endorsement, but he could be, you never know. And it looks like we got our kid trying to make his way over. It looks like he's got a hand on the dock, possibly. Nope, not yet. There we go. Now he's on there. Oh, no, the captain's pulling away. Oh, no. Oh, the poor kid. Our guy had it on the dock and actually had this boat off, but the boat's still tied on, and the captain of the other vessel started to pull away. Fortunately for our kid here, he really just got his feet wet and really didn't go swimming. And that would have probably been a struggle for him because he'd have had a difficult time getting back up onto that dock. But now we got to figure out how to get mom and dad back over here. And here's where we can see that my man probably doesn't have a professional towing endorsement. And don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing him for towing these guys because of that. But this is a tricky maneuver. If you've ever tried doing this, you can understand why they're struggling a little bit here. So our cap's going to try and get them back over, but at least we've got somebody on the dock now, and that's going to help these guys out as well on getting this boat tied up. So there we go. We toss a line off to Junior. We get released from the blue boat, and we should be able to get this thing tied up. And it looks like our guy's going to have to possibly get back in the water one more time, grab a line that fell in there. But they'll get this thing over onto the dock, get it tied up, and hopefully be able to get it out of here. But once again, it's a tough way to end a day on the water. Obviously, we've got some kind of mechanical failure on the boat. And here comes our crew heading in, approaching the dock. And we've already seen this just very recently, that this is not the place you want to be standing on this style of boat. But wisely, our guy gets back into the cockpit. I'm always confused, though. Every time I see almost any vessel like this coming in here, the ladder is always down. So we're throwing out fenders, no cares about that part, but we just leave the ladder down the whole time, and I'm sure the ladder's bent by now. Now our captain appears to be struggling just a little bit trying to get it over to the dock, but he's not the only one today. We've got about a 10 to 12 mile an hour wind. It's blowing from the right across to the left of the screen. So anytime we see somebody right now when we're facing these docks that is approaching a dock on what would be the right-hand side of our screen, they are going against the wind and current, and they're all struggling today, as can be seen here. You're having to come in at a super steep angle, and we've got somebody on, but he's so steep he can't do anything with it. But what he has to watch here is there's another boat over to his left, and they're slowly moving that way, and slowly are going to get themselves into a little bit of mischief where they're not going to be able to get this thing in here right. He is awfully close to this boat on the left. You can see they've got their outboard motor trimmed up. And we may have to get a push off, but we'll see. Captain's pulling away from the dock now as he's realized he's way too close to that boat over there. And he's probably going to have to reset this one all the way up. So we've still got a hand on the dock. Oh, be careful. No worries. So our crew, little love tap right there, but they can't really load the boat like this anyway. They've got to get it turned around. I mean, they could have probably done so at the dock. They could have put off a line on the stern of this vessel and kind of let the bow swing around. But they've decided to pull off altogether. And having all this weight in the bow might not be helping either. As we can tell, you can see his jet thrust is barely in the water in the back and would probably have a whole lot more control if he had more weight in the rear of the boat. But we're going to let it ride. Our captain is bound and determined. He is not giving up because it looks like we're going to go right back after this dock. You would figure you would learn after one attempt on this that the wind and current's pulling the other way. Let me go to one of the docks on the left-hand side. But no, we can't be shown up, and we gotta get it done. So Cap's making his approach again. Got a good angle. I mean, he's got to come in sharp, and he's doing so. And if he gets somebody on the bow, on the dock again, he's going to need to slam this thing into reverse and pull the stern back in. So it looks like we've got a guy on the bow with his hand in. And we've got somebody off on the dock even. Now we just need to get him a line. So he can do a bump of forward, turning the stern into the dock, or on this vessel you actually can reverse the stern back into the dock as well. But it looks like we're going to get it figured out. We're going to get another line tied up, and his determination paid off, and he got off on the dock that he wanted to get on. And our crew is struggling, as we've talked about already. The wind and current has got them, and Cap. And they're probably in a little bit of trouble. Oh no! Look out for the boat! Ah! Oh man, he is all over the place, and he is in trouble now. He doesn't have a choice. They're going to hit these boats. So they're going to have to get a push off, because I don't even think they'll be able to power out of this one at this point. Hopefully our guy here can give him a little bit of a hand. And man, he's going to have to try and back himself out of this one. He really got himself into a pretty big pickle right here. This is... They just got a little handsy on the throttle. But they looked like they were set up where they could have had somebody off onto the dock. And we got a couple people on the dock just standing here following him now. And maybe we can just toss this guy a line. Oh, here we go. Is he going to be the good Samaritan and give him a hand? And it looks like they're working on it. I don't know why we didn't toss a line off here. We're going to try and reset this one up as well. Let's see if Cap will take it a little easier with the throttle this time. Hopefully not throw anybody off the boat, and hopefully not hit any more vessels. So Cap's going to make his approach, and once again, coming in at that steep approach angle like he has to. And I'm still confused right here that why, when they were near the dock this past time, they didn't just toss this guy a line. This guy's going to give him a hand here, and we'll toss him a line this time, but I for sure think we could have tossed a line to him the first time as well. But they'll take that line, and we'll get this one tied up, and these guys will get this buttoned up with no further damage as well. And they should be able to go ahead and get themselves out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.